So already in the year, we changed business models. So the traditional business model for what we do is if you get a flood, storm, fire, smoke, mold, asbestos, kind of like Servpro, we go in, we dry it up and demo everything. We also have the capability to rebuild everything because we have our own in-house reconstruction division, which is what I love about it. You don't have to outsource it. So that's the general thing. And we were 80% residential, having to get the phone calls 24 hours. Since then, the other companies that I found, I love their model infinitely better. They do capital improvements. So what they do is they get locked into these 3 to 5 year contracts over just like 10, $15 million contracts. You go in and you're doing repiping, you're doing repairing all the drywall, stucco remediation, all the stuff to kind of refresh a property, like multifamily property. We go in and we do that while we're on site. If any one of those properties should get water damage, fire damage, a sprinkler goes off, we're already on site. So there's no need to call Servpro or Belfour or anything. We're on site. So the California business, oh my gosh, they beat the top people in the space for like, we just took down a $44 million contract out there. And I fell in love with that business model. So now we're 80% commercial, 20% residential, and we're just locking down these big multi-year contracts. We're expanding down to South Carolina, Arizona. It's just a whole national presence right now. Matter of fact, my director of strategy, he's a go-bro. I met him in Tahoe last year. He's in the space, and I reached out to him because everybody told me, I need to talk to this guy. I need to talk to him. So I reach out to him, and he goes, why are you, little mom and pop restoration, talking to me? Because he's pretty high up in a privately held restoration business. He brings in over 20 million by himself in revenue. And his name is Jose Linares. I don't know if you guys know him. Yeah. And so it's still very, so I'm using this as a friend DA right now, like GoBundance, everything kind of, because he didn't officially resign his post yet. Like he's doing that this month to come over. But
that's awesome.
So he sees the vision, and he's the one that really is driving this whole, because he's seen it. He works for Blue Sky, which is one of the top ones out there. Took him from like 15 offices all the way up to 63 offices across the nation. And I was like, hey, can you help us do that? And so we struck a deal.
That's awesome. So this reminded me, when you did your due diligence, what was the required working capital that you needed to run this business?
So it's about 300,000 to 500,000. I would say that's like a month and a half, 2 months. But the good thing was this thing came with 1.8 million in receivables. So I negotiated that as part of it. So that definitely covered the working capital aspect. I didn't need
the same price, or you paid more for that?
Yeah, within the same price.
Okay. How much you said?
1.8.
Wow.
So it was actually 2.2, but there was like maybe 400,000 that might be bad receivables. So they will take that on, and we'll just keep on. I mean, the previous owners, they'll work on that, but the other 1.8, they'll just go ahead and transfer it over to us. So we kept a running log. It took about 7 months to get the 1.8 in, but that was perfect for what we needed. Because since then, I moved us out of the house. We have a real professional building with a warehouse. I got a whole new fleet of vehicles. We rebranded. It was a whole thing. We did a lot of good things for the company so far.